Alright, guys, so trade recap from today, 19th of February 2026. So, coming into the morning, I had a bearish bias. Why? Because we're just trending down overall in the market, and right now we are in the equilibrium. Um, we are in the equilibrium of this range from this swing high down to this swing low, and we have this fair value gap aligned, and we are currently respecting it. And yeah, so. And I think equities and US indices, the Nasdaq and the S&P, will just trend down this year into the summer. And these lows are my current draw. And I think potentially into the summer we can even come down into these lows. But let's not try to get ahead of ourselves. So yeah, 4 hour time frame, we we are just displacing lower, right? um, Before market open. We're just displacing lower. My draws for today were we had these nice 4 hour. Okay, it's already marked. Yeah, I have the drawings already. But yeah, on the hourly, we had these, or actually, it was a 4 hour order block. Um, I'm just gonna leave this. Yeah, we had this nice 4 hour order block. This high, I wanted to see it getting protected because we had this giant order block with this huge displacement lower and these gaps opening up. And so we also had these unfilled, but I didn't really care because this was more what I wanted. But yeah, my draws lower was this 4 hour intermediate term low, this 50-minute intermediate term low, and yeah, whatever there's lower. So going straight into market opens higher. Market opens higher and we sweep out the 50-minute intermediate term low, which is this 50-minute high resting inside of the gap, right? Intermediate term high. So which is we have this 50-minute gap right here, and when market opens 9:30, we take out the 50-minute intermediate term high inside of the gap. So on the 1 minute time frame, what this looks like is okay. I don't know. I think I'm missing some candles here, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we take out these highs and we're holding this gap still nicely. So right here, I actually took a short. Let me just put up the chart 30 seconds. Right, so this um, this right here looks like this on the 30-second chart, and I took a short right at this candle when we because I don't have the 30-second chart on TradingView, right? So I have to see it on TradeAvate and then switch quickly over to TradingView to execute. So we had this beautiful setup here, 30-second inversion right here, and I actually entered there, but my stop loss was in the wrong place. It was like here, so it was right above this size, and it should have been all the way up here at this high, right? So yeah, I entered here and I instantly got stopped out on the next candle, which was really unfortunate because yeah, afterwards we just went down. But I re-entered. I actually re-entered right here because I knew I got stop rated, and yeah, I re-entered right here. I went break even at the 9:30 week, so 9:30 week is right here. I went break even, and I wanted to target data low, which was right here, but what happened was I I think my yeah, I don't know why, but I was confident in this draw getting hit, and so I just moved my stop loss break even and I held, and then I ended up getting stopped out of break even right there. So it looked something like this, uh, targeting these low, and my stop loss was yeah just above this OB, so 2.5 hour. But yeah, I mean I just could have gone for 1 to 1, but I mean yeah, I ended up getting stopped out of break even here. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is, and I can show my executions just 1 second. Alright, so here it is. This is a screenshot from my phone. So yeah, I took that right there. I got stop rated instantly, and then I re-entered, and then I got break even. And then the next trade I took was actually this 1 minute long here, because we this was at 10 a.m. and yeah, we just opened up a new 4 hour candle, and we made an unfilled 4 hour gap above. So I was really confident in it, and I was targeting it. And yeah, my stop loss was below the candy low, and I was targeting this, so it was a nice. I was targeting like a little higher, so it was a nice little scalp. It was a 1 to 1. It was against my bias, but I was just so confident that we were gonna remanipulate this high, and the reason why was because we just formed a 5 minute bullish cap below, right? So yeah, um, yeah. So you can see I went 4 macros right there, and then I sold at the top. And then I, yeah, so at that point I was up $50 on the day. And then what happened was we got this 2 minute inversion right here. And we got this 2 minute inversion. I took a short because I was confident in my drawn liquidity. We remanipulated into the 4 hour gap. Took a short. Stop loss was somewhere like here. And then I was targeting like the 4 hour intermediate term level all the way down here. This was crazy RR, but I was so confident in the John liquidity was gonna hit that. Yeah. As you can see, I took a short right there. I We were kind of chopping, but then I oh 1 minute. Okay. We were kind of chopping, and but then we inversed this 1 minute gap as well, and we came back up. We remanipulated this on the higher time frame. This looked like a rejection block, like on the 15 minute. And then once I saw this 1 minute gap get disrespected, I actually took one more contract. As you can see, that one right there is one more right at this candle. And yeah, this was my break even. Probably I because we were kind of chopping, I should have moved my break even to here, which looking back in hindsight probably was the best decision. But I was just extremely confident in the drawn liquidity. Um, so yeah, I didn't move it, and what I did was I trailed my stop. Right. Right when we made this low, I trailed to this high, and as you can see, I got stopped, and I got stopped right here, and then I immediately re-entered, bro. And maybe I shouldn't have done this, alright? Because at this point, I was just like almost break even. I was like down 100 something, maybe, or 200 max. And then I re-entered, and then yeah, I got stopped out again. So yeah, I got a little chopped up here, and I was so confident in my drawn liquidity, and I came back for PM session. So what happened was we ended up remanipulating this high, right? We remanipulated this high, and then we started trending lower, 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 lower. Let's delete these now. We started trending lower, and then right at PM session, I was looking at this. It was not PM session, but I was looking at this, and we got this 5 minute, and I was thinking of taking it. I know Daji took it, but I was thinking of taking it. But the only reason why I didn't take it was because we inversed this 5 minute gap to the left. So if we didn't inverse, I would take it, but we did inverse. So I was kind of like, I don't know, man. But yeah, so then what happened was we came back down, we edged the low, and then we also edged New York AM low, right? So when I saw this, bro, um, when I saw this, I was like, yo, I want to take shorts. And so I saw this 5 minute gap right here, and I then took another short. Um, wait, okay. Yeah, so we had the relative equal close and the 4 hour intermediate turmoil, and this was a beautiful short right here. Um, I did not take this exactly here, as you can see. It was a 1 to 2 hour trade. I did not take this here because I did not, bro. I looked at I I looked outside for like a minute, and it was literally when this happened. So I entered right here, and I de-risked a lot. All right, so I ended right here. I de-risked a lot, and I ended up hitting and making 120. So overall, I ended the day red. Lost 230, but what matters is I followed my rules. My risk management was on point, and my bias was right. My drawn liquidity was right. All right, so that's what matters. So I'm gonna show you my execution real quick. Right, so as you can see, this was my execution. I sold right at actually it was this candle 24784. Yeah, so right here, and I went to micros. Like I didn't want to risk more than 150, so I went to macros, and if we went up into this gap, I would enter it one more. So, yeah, only ended up making 120, but I mean, the point is that my drawn liquidity was right. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much a trade recap from today, and I'll see you boys tomorrow. It's actually a little late now, so I gotta go. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow.